What's up, everybody? It's Ray from 2.5 Man Garage. Today we're going to work on the ST, the 21 ST. We are going to put some downpipes on, some new gaskets I grabbed from the dealer, some SPD Performance downpipes, and get these big old factory ones off and get these bad boys on. Currently with the 21 ST, let's get underneath there. We do have a catback Borla system, which has it sound pretty good. It looks like it's factory mid pipes by the looks of it. And as we climb up in here, you can see way up in there. I hope probably not, but holy shit, it is buried up there. The bolts that we're going to get to. But what I'm going to do first, let me just try to see if I can get a light up in there for you. Oh yeah, there she is, right at the tip of the light right there. There's one of them. I don't even know where the other one is. It's probably on the inside here. But I got to take this heat shield off. It's already crumbling off. So what we're going to do is we're going to get up in there with some PB Blaster. So we're going to shoot that thing. I got some cardboard here just for it to rain some PB Blaster down. And we'll let that sit probably for about 20 minutes. I'll hit it a couple times. It looks like everything's a little bit rusty underneath here. And yeah, like look at this. Yeah, we'll hit everything with PB Blaster. And then I'll take the heat shield off. And everything that I've read or watched says that the passenger side is the worst side, so I definitely will attempt the worst side first. And again, never done this before, so we will see how it goes. I'll take you step by step, and yeah, let's do it, man. All right, let's get this PB Blaster up in there. Okay, so I PB blasted the 4 bolts that I needed to, plus a couple of the exhaust bolts. And we'll let those sit for a bit. And now when you're underneath here, that there's 2 bolts to kind of drop the subframe, bring it down a bit, the rear of the subframe. So you got an 18 milli, actually let me give you some light here, guys, sorry. There we go. You got an 18 milli right there, that big guy right there. And then you got one on the other side as well, so that's 18. And then I have 4 13 millis that got to come off that are connecting the downpipe. So I'm going to take the 2 rear subframes off. I'm going to take these 4 down. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to bring my jack and kind of just support the subframe here, the rear of it. And then there's an 21 millimeter up in there, and then up on the other side as well, wherever she is, all right up in there. It's where then that subframe is going to come down and supposedly give us a little bit more room to be able to get those, you know, downpipes out. What I will do is I will take a stab at breaking these guys off as well. Post bringing the subframe down, just so that they are basically, the downpipes are disconnected from the mid pipe. So when we do get these downpipes off, they'll come off without taking the mid pipes with them. Worst case scenario, I can take the mid pipes off and down where she connects to the cat back and have a whole section here. So okay, we got 18s, 13s, bring my jack to support the subframe, and then we'll get the 21 or 22s. I'll confirm that, and we'll lower this on down, and then we will take a stab at it. Okay, so the last thing that we talked about was subframe. So I ended up using a 24 millimeter, you see there, a deep socket 24 millimeter to loosen up the front bolt. This guy up there, let me give you guys some light. I didn't take him out, he's still there, but he's down a good inch. And then the same thing on the other side. Took out the 18s, took off the 13 cross member. I do have a jack holding up, so we will drop it down together to see how much room that we do get. And I think that's it. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, the big subframe bolts, and then the cross member that was holding the cats together onto the subframe. Oh, I did loosen up. You can see the exhaust clamp that's connecting the mid pipes to the down pipes. So that's loose. So I think we're all loose here. And now let me bring this down a little bit here and see what it kind of gives us here. If let's watch it come down together. Oh yeah, there's definitely a serious wow, okay, she's definitely, oh, that's crazy. There was definitely a lot of movement. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that's pretty wild. So is that the room that I'm gonna need? I guess so. Holy smokes. Let's take a look at that. That extra bit of room. Whoa. This is why I need a larger garage. I'm bumping into everything here. Wow. Okay. So how far did this guy come? Yeah, look at that. Right? That's a pretty big gap right there. And then on the other side as well. These are the big boys that I loosened. And it probably stopped right there. Oh yeah, you can see it. You can see it on the other side as well, multi-inch. And then look at the pressure. Look at the angle of the exhaust. Let me bring the jack and maybe just lift that back piece up a little bit to get more of a straight leverage there. And then we're going after the downpipes. We got 4 bolts, man. 4 bolts to get off, and yeah, pretty excited. And I don't know, maybe get some horsepower here, unleash this 3.0, and have some fun. All right, let's see what we can do. Okay, so I chose to go, as you know, the driver's side first. Easiest side first, easiest side, quote unquote, first. And we were successful. So you got to be careful pulling it out with the O2 sensors. I don't want to bang them up. There's the cables, and then the actual SPD downpipe, excuse me, driver's side. I already pulled the gasket off of there. I bought new Ford ones just to swap them out while I'm in there. And let's go in there and let's show you. It's not easy, but it's just have to take your time. And let's take a look in here. And there really is a lot of room on this driver's side. I was able to get my hands up in there and touch, you know, the bolts and get the sockets onto there. You can see the gasket, the new gasket I've already put on. I don't know if I'm going to put any type of sealant. I don't think so. I don't know. You guys tell me. PB Blaster, I do think, helped big time. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of room. I did got to take off the mid pipe here. Mid pipe's gone. There's the Borla connection down there. And let's show. So the key to everything. Sorry guys for this madness here of getting out from underneath the vehicle and the bad video here. But the key to everything is your wobble sockets. Yeah, wobble sockets. Wobble, not socket, wobble extensions. And this is the exact setup that I used right here. So I did try to use the 22 E socket, or whatever the hell that is, star socket. It just didn't feel right. So I went with a, what is that, 18 millimeter on there, and it was perfect. Yeah, I don't know, was it 18? Actually, I don't know. But anyway, showing you this, it needs wobbles, you need extensions, and you need it all to twist. And again, the 22 star point didn't quite feel right. Wait a second, I might be giving you guys bad info. It wasn't 18. Dear God, no, man, it wasn't 18. So it was, what did I use for a socket here? And it fit like a glove, this guy right here. I used a 15 millimeter. Fit like a glove. There was just that little bit of play with the other socket that, I don't know, man. I don't know. This worked for me, and yeah, didn't strip it, and yeah, it came off. Took me about an hour and a half. So I don't know. I'm gonna put it on this side, or actually I'm gonna pull out the O2 sensors. I'm not gonna bore you with any of this, but I'll pull out the two O2 sensors carefully, seat them into this guy, and then get that pipe back, get this pipe on. I want one done, and then I'm gonna move on to the other. Just my preference. But we're halfway there, all right? Good work, guys. So we got the driver's side done, as we talked about. I started simple, and then I got one nut off. You can see up on the left-hand side of the O2 sensor, and here she is. What I'm doing, let me pull exactly out what I'm using here, because I thought 1/2 inch was going to be it, but it's not. You need 3/8. So check this out. So I had to go 3/8 multiple extensions into a swivel here, and I'm actually using a 15 millimeter, as I mentioned before, and it actually fits mint. So now the passenger side outside one is completely blind. So I will attempt that, and yeah, I'll let you know. I'll pop in and out with progress. All right, guys, let's get it. So we got it. Took about 40 minutes, half hour, 40 minutes, but we got the passenger side out. It is blind, this most outer piece, like everybody's talking about out there, but I came in through the wheel well just to give myself a vision, or not vision, Jesus, a sight of it, and I was able to get the extensions on there, and yeah, guys, we got it. That's pretty sweet. It is definitely time consuming. You know, you just have to go slow. And again, I had to drop down to 3/8, and I used a 15 millimeter socket. It fit way better than the E-Torx. And then the impact wrench, yeah, she came right off. Actually easier than the inner one. So now I'll pull off the O2 sensors. I do use a little bit of anti-seize, and then we'll get it onto the new pipe up there, and we'll get the downpipes installed. Their driver's side had the leak, if you recall. So this guy over here had the leak on the crack at the 90-degree bend. So what I used here to get the O2 sensors off is just a 22 millimeter box wrench, and yeah, they come off with a little bit of elbow grease, the upper and then the lower, and then you just transpose it right to it. I did use just a fraction of anti-seize lubricant on these, and I give it just a good snug, you know, a good ugga-dugga on it. And yeah, let's get it back into the car now, and yeah, keep rolling, guys. We're rolling. Well, guys, I think we got it. Let's get underneath there and take a look. We got our new downpipes on, connected to the mid pipes, coming to my previous Borla. I do need 2 new clamps there. 2.5 inch were too big. The previous ones broke. It goes right out the back. Not a terrible job, but not an easy job. I don't know, not a professional. Probably took me like a total of 6 total hours, 4, 5, and that's going to the auto parts store multiple times. I'll try to have all the parts, not try, I will have all the parts in my description, the amount of extensions, and just what worked. All right, so I'm gonna fire it up, and let's see how these new babies burn in. Okay, a little bit of an exhaust leak because I don't have clamps yet, but the downpipes are on. we are idling. I got a 10-minute idle for burn-in, and then I'm gonna hold it at 2500 for 2 minutes. And I got a couple of leaks. I just gotta tighten up. I gotta tighten up a couple of the clamps underneath here, specifically the ones that connect to the downpipe, and then those, and then down there I got 2 of them that I need 2 new clamps. But that's it. We are installed. No check engine light, no tune, and we're gonna go give it a rip on the road and see how she pulls. Alrighty, team.